Hey man, hope you can see this. So basically a three-part session. Especially this time of the season, I think you're right with like cognitive load being a nice little challenge. It gets pretty heavy with the weight of the season. A typical session I like to run, especially this time, basically a three-part session. Starting with 3v3, a couple of 3v3s if you have like 12 or so players. If you could go 4v4. Moving on to like something a little bit more technical with a 1v1 2v2, and then something that gets the players thinking a little bit. So with a 3v3 to end zone, really easy setup. You have your 5-yard end zone. You can make it as long or as wide as you want. I like to have different scoring system. You have to pass into the end zone to score with possession, dribble in, maybe make an overlap or a split pass in order to score. So you can vary how they should score and kind of fluctuate a little bit, and maybe even give each team a separate scoring system. So team one, you have to overlap to score. Team two, you have to split to score. But both splits have to split or overlap has to be maintained with possession in order to score. Do a couple of rounds of that, adjust the teams a bit. This one, I'll add the one that I posted on Twitter. It's called Weekend Plans. Basically, it's just a different system of 1v1 or 2v1 combined. You have X who is attacking this goal. They start with the ball back to goal. The triangle, attacking this, and these are neutrals. The way it works is X starts with the ball. As soon as they touch it, triangle can live defend. They can turn, or they can play back, turn, or play to this player. Whichever player they play to becomes their teammate, and the other player cannot play. So if they drop the ball here, they have to find a way to make a diagonal, some kind of diagonal movement to receive in order to score, and this player, disappears. Conversely, if they turn real quickly, play it here, they can make a quick give and go to score, and alternating roles. The second variation that I really liked was, as soon as this player played to either one, that person became their teammate and the opposing neutral became their opponent. And every time we did it, we would vary the starting point. So sometimes they would start more to the side, more in the corner. I did one where they had to like bounce the ball just to kind of vary the starting point, give them different looks at a similar problem. And the last one, whenever we finish, we'll do a scrimmage, but we'll make it a secret score. Secret score, each team nominates one player from the other team whose goals count double, and one player from the other team whose goals count 0. Your team best. There might be situations where they make the obvious decision and the really strong scorer gets, the 0, and the weakest scorer gets the double. You can kind of vary it as you want and maybe make, the assist master or, some kind of variation. But I really like giving each team the chance to kind of think about their opponent and what strengths their opponents have and how they can use that to their advantage in selecting their opponent. But generally speaking, this is a pretty typical session that I would run at this time of year. And I think for like a U11 9v9, something like this could work. Cheers.